Hey, it's Q with a not YouTube short update. This is a quick video update that I'm shooting in No Effort November with an update on that Mark III. So as you can see here, Workbench is looking awesome. You notice the Directory Opus hard drive platter is pretty much a circle, and the eyebrows is a circle, and the little boing bogs are pretty much circles. They're a little, I mean, they're like a hair squish, but I've really found like this great balance. Everything in Lightwave now opens up. Uh, there's Dopus, by the way, Directory Opus. You can see like the legibility of the text and everything is trying not to get the more rate to freak everything out. Looks really good and clean. And then if we flip over to Lightwave, we got our full top to bottom coverage working. Again, now keep in mind, I made these, ironically, I made these on the Amiga 3000 where I hadn't adjusted yet. And because it's using a square pixel mode. So my ball, while it was round on the 3000, now on the Amiga aspect is a little squished. This ball in the middle, the eye I made over here, and it's correct because so that's like the biggest thing is like when you make circles in Modeler, that's the best way to find out. Make a ball in Modeler, and if it's round, then you know your display's correct, right? Or here's what happens when you make round balls in on two different displays set differently. One ball is round, one ball is slightly squished. So there's a great example of that effect. But my point is, I've gotten all of this worked out now so that everything is super clean and scaled and working great. I can shut it down and reboot and everything, and it works. I saved my config out so that it's good to go. I just wanted to share this update. I know it's a quick one, but hey, no effort November, right? So that's what this update is. Is my experience with this perfect? No, that's why the case is off. I'm having an interesting issue with my Mark III in that it seems to be very, very, very sensitive to voltages and whatnots and signals. So like, if I turn this off right now and I turn it back on, there's a 96% chance that the Mark III won't initialize. And then I can sit here and go like on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, and maybe it'll fire up. It's weird. So then you're like, well, maybe it's heat related. Well, I've had this thing, I'll have had it on for like an hour and it works fine. There's no glitching or weirdness. And then I'll turn it off and it won't turn back on. It's strange. Or I'll turn it on and it'll be on for like a minute. So it's the computer's been off for hours and hours. I'll turn it on, it works. And the computer's on for like a minute. Then I turn it off. I even let it sit for a little bit, and then I turn it on and it doesn't work. So it's this last time, for example, it had been off for almost 30 minutes. Push the power button and it turned on and worked. So I don't know. It's got some, and I got this thing out and measured voltages, and the 12 volt and 5 volt lines are all good. They're all nice and clean and solid. The 4000 with all the expansion cards boots no problem. For troubleshooting purposes, I unplugged everything. Like I unplugged the floppy, which was still out, by the way. I unplugged the CD-ROM drive. I unplugged the IDE even, just to see if I could, and I pulled all these cards out just to see if they were sapping any kind of juice or maybe causing some interference occasionally on boot to stop the Mark III. No, didn't seem to make a difference. It's just completely out of the blue random that you push the power button and the stars align and it's like, I'm going to boot. So I don't know. I don't know what that is. This 1200, ever since putting it into this different 1200 motherboard, has worked 100% of the time. So who knows? It's just one of those mysteries of playing with Amiga add-ons in the future that we live in. Thanks for watching. I'm done with this No Effort November quick update video. Doesn't that look good though? Man, it's really nice.